There are three levels of paid acquisition, but only one of them truly scales. The first level is you're profitable in the transaction in which you acquired a customer. The second level is that you break even on the transaction. And the third level is where you lose money on the transaction. At the first level, you get the customer and at least $2 back for every dollar that you spend to acquire the customer. Everyone loves the first level because you're making a profit as you acquire the new customer. This should be everyone's first goal. This acquisition model is limited because it doesn't scale. There are only so many people you can find that will produce a profit while becoming a first-time customer. You can do this for a long time and probably forever and make revenue and profit. However, know up front that you're going to hit a point where your annual revenue doesn't grow through this method. The second level is where you break even on the transaction. The idea is to break even on the first transaction and get the person in a short amount of time to purchase something else at a profit. It's vital that you get enough profitable sales in a short time so that you don't go out of business. You don't need to be wildly profitable at this level, but the second sale has to happen quickly enough to pay your business and personal expenses. The second level is better than the first level because you can spend more money to acquire a customer. Every business has expenses like rent, payroll, utilities, etc. If you're breaking even on the first transaction without making a profit, at some point you'll go out of business if you don't make money on that transaction because you won't have the money to cover your expenses. The third level of paid acquisition is the only one that is truly scalable. It's when you can afford to take a loss to acquire a customer. At this level, for every dollar you spend to acquire a customer, you're going to lose money. It could be $2, $3, or much more. The only one that is truly scalable is this one, because you can spend more money than your competition to acquire a new customer. And the more money you can spend to get a new customer, the more new customers you will get. At this level, you have to be able to absorb the loss of revenue to cover your expenses for a certain amount of time. It is critical that you know your numbers regarding your customer's lifetime value and customer's lifetime cycle. If you know your customer's life cycle is 5 years on average, and you know your break-even point is 15 months, even if the money you lose on the first transaction is equal to 15 months, but you know you can cover the first 15 months of expenses before you see a profit, you can predictably scale your business. This level of paid acquisition allows you to scale your business and crush your competition. Large companies use this level to gain market share in their industries. Venture-backed startups favor this method to gain a large enough market share where they're in a favorable position for an acquisition sale or to go public. This level is not for everyone because you have to be able to sustain the operating expenses while waiting for that first-time customer to become profitable. You must know your sales and profit numbers stone cold to use this level of paid acquisition. You can scale quickly with this model, and you can go out of business just as quickly, if not quicker, if you don't know your numbers. It should always be the objective of every company to get to this level because you win market share and you crush your competition at this level. There's an old saying when it comes to paid acquisition: the person who can afford to spend the most to acquire a new customer wins. If you can spend more money to acquire a profitable new customer than your competitors, you will always win. Let's recap the three levels of paid acquisition. The first one is where you spend $1 and you make $2 or more. Everyone wants to be there. This is great because you grow your business while being profitable. The downside is, at some point, you're going to be limited on growing your business with it. Level 2, you break even on the transaction. If you can get your new customer to make another purchase quickly while covering your fixed operating expenses during that time, this model is better than the first level. The third level is the only level where you can scale your business, gain market share, and crush your competition. It's when you can afford to lose money to acquire a new customer, and you'll know you'll be profitable after a certain amount of time. You have to know your numbers stone cold for this model to work, and you have to be able to cover all your operating expenses during the time it takes for you to get your money back. Everyone should aspire to get to this level. At this level, you can predictably scale your business, gain market share, and crush your competition, and you also increase your company's profit and the true value, overall value of your company. I hope you get to the third level of paid acquisition to grow your business. Keep rocking, and if you want free valuable content to grow your business, you can go to prominentfuture.com or check us out on our Facebook page at Prominent Future.